I'm here with Richard and his 1964 Corvette Sting Ray. So Richard, where did you find it?
Well, I found this car about 24 years ago in Dana Point. I bought it from one of my neighbors. I'd seen it driving around the neighborhood, but I didn't really know if it was for sale. So finally I asked him and he said, yeah, yes, it was. So we made a deal on the price, and that's it. That's how I ended up with it. It was originally built in 1964, in March the 10th of 1964 in St. Louis. And it spent first few years in Heber, Utah, a little tiny town in Utah. And I was always amazed by how a fuel-injected Corvette made it to this little teeny tiny dealership in Utah. But it eventually left there and came to California probably about 30 years ago, around 1990.
Is this the original color, and what color is it?
Yes, it is. It's a repaint of the original color. It was Riverside Red. And one thing about Corvettes, every fourth car off the assembly line was red, which is a lot of red cars. And they made 20,000 Corvettes, so that's a lot of red ones.
Yeah. Is this vehicle all original?
Yes, it's almost all original. When the original owner had it, he used to race it, and he blew the engine up. So it's got a replacement engine that was put in there in 1965. So everything else is all original. The knockoff wheels, the exhaust, everything else is just like it was when it came off the assembly line.
So how often do you drive it, and what kind of gas mileage do you
Well,
get?
I drive it a lot. I mean, I drive it to the grocery store, I drive it to work, I drive it to the hardware store. It's just, I've always felt that if you've got a collector car, if you don't drive it, why do you even bother to have it? I mean, it's not, I don't stick it in the garage and leave it there. But it gets about 15 miles a gallon around town. And on the highway, it gets a little over 20 miles a gallon.
What is the mileage on the odometer, and is it accurate?
Well, it is accurate. It has 50,145 miles on it. When I got it, it had about 25,000 miles on it. And you can see the dash. It's got a bunch of gauges on it. It's kind of like a jet fighter or something, or a race car. It's got a battery gauge. It's got a fuel gauge. The speedometer's up here, goes up to 160 miles an hour. And it's a tachometer, oil pressure, and engine temperature. It does have a clock, but it was never ordered. A radio would go here, but when the original owner bought it, he didn't specify to get a radio, so it's never had a radio in the car.
So you said the speedometer goes up to 160.
Yes.
Have you tested that out?
Up to about 110.
All right, not bad. So what kind of engine and transmission's in this?
Okay, the engine is at 327 cubic inches. The fuel injection unit, it's 375 horsepower, and this is the fuel injection unit. Fuel injection unit was a $600 option at that time, which was a lot of money. And they only put this fuel injection on 5% of the cars. They made 1,300 cars with fuel injection. And behind that is a 4-speed transmission, and behind that is a 411 positive traction rear end. And it was basically ordered for the guy to go racing. That's why it didn't have a radio, and you didn't have power steering. It was just something to hot rod around when he bought it. So, but it's all original. The air cleaner does have power brakes, but and this is what I like most about the car, the fuel injection, because it's pretty rare. Only 5% of Corvettes made have that fuel injection. Okay, so anyway, I just wanted to explain to you about these wheels. There are no lug nuts. These wheels are like a race car wheel. You use a lead hammer and you hit it one direction to put it on and the other direction to take it off, and they're just one big hub in there, and you can take the tire off. And just like it's a race car wheel, basically.
And what did you call it?
It's a knockoff wheels. And that's the knockoff is this spinner here. That's what you hit with a hammer to loosen them up or to tighten them up. Okay, this is where you put the gas in. Right there. Down through that hole.
Alright, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content. If you have any questions for Richard, leave them down below in the comment section, and I'll catch you in the next one.